Stop what you're doing, because something's stirring in the Pi network community, and it's impossible to ignore. The core team has just issued a significant reminder, and it's sending shockwaves through the ecosystem. Influencers and community leaders are buzzing, raising questions that suggest we might be on the verge of the biggest shift we've seen in a long time. If you've been doubting Pi's direction or feeling like things have gone quiet, that's about to change, and this might just reignite your belief in what's coming. Let's talk about what's really going on here. The core team has started emphasizing the importance of wallet security and two-factor authentication again, but this time, it feels different. This isn't just a routine message. It's deliberate. Urgent. Almost like the final warning before a storm hits. And in the world of tech, when a team starts calling for user action, especially around security, you can bet it's because something is being readied in the background. Honestly, it reminds me of how big tech companies behave right before major product drops. Think about Apple. Right before a new launch, they start sending those low-key reminders to update your billing details, or verify your account info. It's not accidental. It's preparation. And right now, Pi Network feels exactly like that, like we're in the quiet before a very calculated rollout. Let's zoom in on the influencer chatter because this isn't just speculation from random users. Well-known voices in the community are starting to speak up. One, known widely as Woody Lightyear, publicly questioned whether we're on the brink of a major transformation. Another respected figure in the Pi space, who goes by Notorious, didn't mince words, he outright stated that something major is about to drop. These aren't your typical hype posts. They're measured, serious, and they suggest that key people might be aware of developments the general public hasn't fully caught onto yet. What adds fuel to this fire is the appearance of some very telling features in the wallet update. Specifically, mentions of Binance Connect and Binance P2P have surfaced. Now, if you know anything about crypto integration, you'll understand how huge this is. You don't accidentally build in those features. They're not decorative. They point to functionality being prepared behind the curtain. It's like discovering a hidden door in a video game, you know it's leading somewhere big. And if that wasn't enough, we now have confirmation that PiCoin has been officially listed by SwapZone, a US-regulated exchange. This isn't just a no-name listing either. SwapZone joins a growing list of reputable platforms including MEXC, OKX, Gate.io, and LBank. These aren't platforms that take risks on inactive projects. This kind of momentum in listings indicates growing credibility, and more importantly, it lays the groundwork for serious liquidity when the time comes. Now, let's shift to the discussion around wallet security, because this is becoming increasingly important. One prominent voice in the Pi community, Dr. Altcoin, has been ringing alarm bells. He's spoken out about compromised wallets and stolen passphrase, calling attention to a security risk that hasn't been talked about enough. His suggestion? Introduce multi-factor authentication that includes biometric steps, things like fingerprint scanning or facial recognition. Think of it as turning your wallet from a basic lock into a high-tech vault. This idea, if implemented, would significantly boost user protection and help prevent the kind of breaches that could devastate user trust. Security is never a glamorous topic, but it's essential. Especially now. When projects ramp up toward major milestones, they become targets. And it's only logical that Pi Network would want to ensure that user wallets are airtight before making any huge leaps forward. It's not just precaution. It's a sign of preparation. So what does all this mean for you as someone actively watching or participating in the Pi ecosystem? Here's the real takeaway: we are no longer in a phase of vague hopes and endless waiting. What we're seeing now, whether it's security upgrades, influencer commentary, or new exchange listings, points to a project gaining momentum and aiming to activate its next evolution. For a long time, it felt like we were circling. Progress was happening, but it was scattered, hard to track, and at times discouraging. But recently, that's changed. Suddenly, the puzzle pieces are clicking together. Developer activity is on the rise. DApp engagement is growing. Infrastructure updates are becoming more frequent. And all of it feels aligned, like part of a larger, strategic rollout plan. Take the push for wallet migrations as another clue. The emphasis being placed on getting this done, and done properly, feels like more than housekeeping. It suggests a gateway. A requirement. Something that needs to be finished before access to a much larger system can be granted. These aren't random reminders. They're coordinated cues that everything is moving toward a specific goal. There's a certain rhythm emerging, one that indicates precise coordination and careful execution. From the outside, it might still seem quiet. But if you look closely, the tempo is increasing. This kind of ramp-up doesn't happen without intention. The Pi Network core team is clearly laying the final bricks before what could be a significant milestone: full open mainnet access, top-tier exchange listings, or even major institutional partnerships. If you've been on the sidelines waiting for the right moment to get involved again, this is probably it. The signs are there for anyone paying attention. And when that breakthrough moment comes, the people who prepared early will be miles ahead of those who hesitated. Personally, I've gone back through everything, checked my mainnet status, confirmed my two-factor authentication, and made sure I'm following credible updates closely. Because when Pi moves next, it's not going to come with a flashing red countdown. It'll happen quickly. And the early movers will reap the benefits. Beyond just securing your account, this is the time to stay locked in. Watch wallet updates, track exchange activity, follow respected voices in the space. If Binance integration goes live, or if Pi suddenly becomes available for real-world trading at scale, those who stayed ready won't have to get ready. We might be witnessing the final stages of preparation before Pi's full potential is finally unleashed. And honestly, it's been a long time coming. There's a cautious optimism returning to the community, like watching a team you love finally find its form after a rough season. And even if you've been skeptical until now, there's enough happening to justify a second look. Whether it's security enhancements, infrastructure improvements, or strategic partnerships bubbling just beneath the surface, the indicators are too loud to ignore. The next chapter of Pi is forming, and if we're right, it's going to be the one that defines the project's future. If this message has helped you see things more clearly, make sure you're staying informed. Don't let yourself be caught off guard. And whatever you do, complete the basics. Secure your wallet. Finish your mainnet checklist. Because when the Real launch happens, you'll want to be on the inside looking out, not scrambling to catch up. Stay sharp, stay involved, and remember, we're closer than ever before.